Alright, so now we're back with another video. So last video was just doing level 1 combat missions. They're really easy to do in the ship they gave you, right? The Camerat, the simple ship we had, the one that they give you for free. So it only costs 1 million to make this ship, right? So it's not expensive to run level 1 missions. You just need 1 million, and then you just get your ship. You could replace the ship if you want. Like if you lose your ship, you can replace this easily. You just need the rail guns. Oh, it's just a really good way to show what we have. It's the light missile launcher. It's actually useless on this, we found. We don't need it. The rail guns, they destroy things fast enough already. So it's a really cheap, good fit for running level 1 missions. So now we're going to go through how do you buy your next ship. Because if you're going to the regional market, then if you're looking for ships, right? Looking for ships, looking for cruisers. We're looking for standard cruisers, standard Caldari cruisers, and the carousel. Look at the market, it's one jump away, so it's a bit more expensive here because it's not the main trade hub and it's more jumps away. Well, it's just one jump away. So basically, we're going to go through how to find the main trade hub. So we go to the left here, we could go to the map, because I already been there. I already bought my ship. You go to the solar system, you go to the top right, you'd search for JITA, you type in like JITA, and then JITA system would come up. So looking for the JITA 4 Moon 4 Caldari Navy Assembly Plant. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, right? We set our destination there. And then that's how you could find your destination to the main trade hub, wherever you are. So then now we could undock. So we were at the I Choose You trade market, which is in a different solar system, but it is one jump away. So we can see our destination is to the Caldari plant. So maybe you haven't been here yet. I did. I went there last night just to check it out, try the ship, and try some runs. And we found out this ship, it runs really slow. It has a really slow movement speed. It doesn't really move fast at all. But we got some override injectors to speed it up a bit. And then just some ballistic control systems. They just increase the damage of your weapons, right? Rate of fire bonus, missile damage bonus. And these, they just increase your movement speed. Velocity modifier, 10.5%. And then we just got the basic small shield booster one. And then the adaptive invulnerability field one. So this thing, when you have it activated, it'll just give you more resistances to your shield. And then the small shield extender. So now we arrived in the JITA system. This is the main system. We could go right click. We could dock at the Caldari assembly plant. So this is literally where most of the people trade and buy and sell items in the game. And then we're going to go over the missile launchers too, right? The rapid missile launcher, that's really good. Rate of fire 5 seconds, reload time 35 seconds. It takes a long time to reload, but you have to look that it fires every 5 seconds. And the regular missile launchers, they fire every 13 seconds. They only take 10 seconds to reload. They can hold more ammunition, right? But for level 2 missions, you're going to be destroying the enemies quick enough anyways. You don't need these light missiles. Oh, maybe someone, jeez, there's always so many explosions. There's so many fireworks going off at the JITA. So then now we have arrived at the main trade hub. So we could say you probably came here in your ship, right? If we go to the inventory, the only thing we have here really is our ship hangar, is our Camerat that we use for the level 1 combat missions, right? So it's still here. This thing is still fitted with everything. And we don't even need the missile launcher for anything, right? That's just on there. So then now you have your level 1 mission runner. Now we could have our level 2 mission runner. So we'll just go through buying everything quick. You could double click it to pilot it, I believe. Yep, now we're flying a bigger ship. So if we were to go to the regional market, you just want to search what we just searched up, right? You're just looking for a new ship, you're looking for a cruiser ship, you're looking for a standard cruiser, you're looking for a Caldari cruiser, you're looking for the carousel. let's get missile users. So if you sort by price here, it's actually going to be a whole bunch at the station because everybody trades here. It's gonna be like 540 of them. So you just double click it. It's gonna cost you like 7 million around there. So we already bought one. Once you buy it, it would be in your ship hangar. So then you'd have to pilot it, and then you just have to fit it out with the weapons and armor and everything, right? So override injector system, you go buy 2 of those. They're only like 9,000. They're not expensive. They increase your movement speed. Ballistic control system. So ballistic control system 1, they only cost 41,000. They increase your damage. And then the light missile launcher, rapid light missile launcher, right? Well, we could go to the market. We could go turrets and bays, missile launchers, light missile launchers. So these ones, they're not going to be as good. They cost 10,000. You want the rapid light missile launchers because you could just reload your ammunition in between missions, right? Or if you do run out of ammunition, the rate of fire is much better than the reload speed. So these ones are going to cost 35,000. So we got 5 of them. Except that we just equipped that one regular light missile launcher to show you the different attack speeds, right? So take the regular light missile launcher. We don't need that anymore. We're just going to go purely with rapid light missile launchers. And then all these could just go in the inventory because we don't need the regular launchers. We just bought those to try them out. And then now we just have infernal light missiles, so everything's equipped. And then just your small shield boosters. These aren't expensive. They're like 8,000. And the invulnerability shield, right? Adaptive invulnerability field. They're only 125,000. So they're a bit more expensive. Small shield extender. So these are just going to increase your shield, right? 15,000. So nothing's really expensive on this fit. It's just all really cheap tier 1 because considering the ship costs like 7.1 million, all the modules just cost like 600k. Afterburners just 20,000. Really cheap fit. Most of the cost is in the ship itself. The modules barely cost anything. So now we have our ship fits. This one will run you level 2 missions. Just make sure you got your ammunition here. You can buy it from the store. It's really cheap. Ammo never costs anything, right? You just go here, ammunition and charges, missiles, light missiles, and then one of the missiles, we're using infernal light missiles. So now you're ready to go. You have your level 2 combat ship. All you need to do is find a level 2 agent. So we go to the left here, the agency, level 2 agents within 5 jumps, high security, Caldari state, and then we go to Caldari Navy to make sure it has them selected. And then there's some of the Calculate sector, so it's 2 jumps away. Or we go to your jump, 1 jump away. Either of them work. Pretty sure these aren't in the same station either. They're 2 different stations. We already went there. But then you're over here too. So there's 3 different agents in this system. So we could set a destination to... Oh, there's only 2 agents. We're just getting confused. We're just waking up. We don't know what we're doing. So there's 2 agents in this system, 2 jumps away. So we could set our destination for there, and then undock, and then go fly over there, and then try some level 2 combat missions. And then maybe when we've been doing level 2 combat missions for a bit, we could look at some other ways to make passive income. Planetary interaction's really good, right? It's just everyone's worried about if I'm not in all security, if I'm not in a wormhole space, planetary interaction's not going to earn me any money. But those people, they're worried about earning like 500 million a month. But 500 million a month would be a lot for you. So if you're just learning planetary interaction and you're just trying to do it to learn it, and you will gain a little bit of money, right? Even if you gain like 50 million or something, you'll be like, sweet, I gained 50 million for doing nothing. Then if you had like 5 stations set up, you'd be like, cool, my first month I made 250 million from planetary interaction. And it wasn't in null security space, it wasn't in low security space, it was just in high security space. And you could move to low security space and all later. planetary interaction just means basically all the planets in the universe, you could go to them and you could put factories on the planets, and then you would just extract the resources from them, and then you'd actually build complex Tech 2 ships and Tech 2 ship equipment. I think you need, yeah, to make all the Tech 2 ships you have to extract resources from planets, and then you have to like turn them into bigger objects, something like that. There's also the other things, but we're just gonna do combat for this, right? We're just flying to the combat agent. We know how to fly the combat agents. If we ever need to go back to Jeddah or any of these stations, we go to personal assets, and then we could just set destination. So you never do get lost in this game. So we should be able to dock up at the station. They'll make a clip, and then we'll say we have 5 rapid missile launchers completely ready to take on level 2 missions. Level 3 missions, you're gonna need like 45 million or 50 million, so you're gonna have to save up a little bit. You have to run some more missions or find some way to get some money. And then our skills, so we were training the missile skills last night, right? If you go into the missiles tree, we could go, can train now just so it's easier, right? So we were just training light missiles, missile launcher operation, target navigation prediction, that's almost done. The missile projection, missile bombardment, rapid launch, just all of the missile abilities that we're training. And then once those, we could work on our defense capabilities, but then the Caldari battle cruiser is only 50 minutes to train that, so it's actually really good. We did most of the training already. The Caldari cruiser, it took 18 hours to train the Caldari cruiser to level 3, just the level 3 skill. So so all that's done. If we ever want to fly the battle cruiser, you could know you only have to train for 50 minutes to be able to fly it. But missile systems are more important. We're not going to be able to afford that ship yet, so we arrived at the Caldari Navy level 2 agent, so we could view the mission. We could say, you're telling us to go against Galante. That's why we canceled the mission, right? You do not want to do missions against Caldari. You don't want to do them against the Minipar or the Amar or the, what's the other one? Galante Federation. Yes, these 4 federations, you don't want to do missions against them, so we declined the mission last night, and he said, we can't decline, but we can decline this one now. You can say, we don't want to run against the Galante Federation. So he's going to give you something against nobody or some pirates. Just says, find and eliminate the leader within their compound. So, is there warp gates? Maybe there is. Set destination. Level 2 security is usually 1 to 2 jumps. So then we could accept the mission. Level 2 is not going to be too much more difficult. I think the rewards are a little bit greater. Actually, the enemies take so long to kill. On that one level 2 mission, we were doing it last night, and then we're like, holy, the station has so much health, right? And so now let's just warp to the objective, mission objective. Right, so the first thing you're going to notice about the ship is your first ship, it could go like 750 miles per hour. Your second ship could go like 500 miles per hour. This ship, even with the fittings, can go like 300 miles per hour, or miles per second. Whoops. So you can see the bigger ship, it has bigger weapons, it has bigger armor, although it travels so much slower. So then have arrived in the system, you need to warp to the mission location, so then you just warp to the location. This is the location of one of his brothels. It's gonna tell you text you could read. The proper nickname is known by the most Galante Federation citizens from the hit movie Into the Deep, which portrays a few Galante heroes who brave the 7th stronghold and rescue a damsel in stress. So all the texts are always funny. They're talking about some movie they made based on a real life event that happened in space at one point. So we just have to destroy all enemies in the vicinity. Alright, so we can just lock on to the enemies. We do need to get within 24 kilometers because we trained our missile range up a little bit. So where are the enemies? Enemies right over here. Alright. So basically, you are going to find out you're going to be running a lot slower. It's just tower sentry drone, just burn towards you, use the afterburners, and then put on your shields if your shields start to go away. The cruiser also has a whole lot more capacitator, right? You could use these shields without your capacitator running down. 24 kilometers, we just have to burn towards you, and there's just these other enemies. It's just you're causing us problems. So now we're just about to go within 24 kilometers of range. So it's a sentry tower. Maybe it won't be as good. We could just launch some missiles. We don't know how many missiles do we need. 2, 3. Alright, so you could just start launching like 3 missiles or 4 of them, or I guess 5 of them, a sentry tower drone. So it just keeps launching missiles continuously at the sentry drone, and then you don't even have to worry about it. Then when the sentry drone is defeated, then you can move on to the next enemy, so your reload time is going to be 30 seconds. Activate the adaptive invulnerability field. So the first target has been destroyed. This guy has been flying towards us, so we can use the light missile launchers on him. See if he will get destroyed quickly. This guy's coming towards us. Use the missiles on him. And when these guys are all done, you're going to have to reload the missiles. Then we're gonna have to go towards these guys. So you could loot these, right? They're a generic small wreck, but your ship moves so slow. You could get a tractor beam on this thing later. 13 kilometers away. It's just compared to the other ship, compared to the ship you were flying before, right? I mean, if you didn't have these on here, you literally would be going like 250 miles a second up to like 300 miles a second. So we should reload all of the ammunition. So it's gonna take 30 seconds. Oh, reload all. There we go. All of our guns are reloading. So light missile launchers, they do have a fast attack speed and a slow reload speed. That does not matter. So you can see he had junk, he's not going to have anything. So Sarah, you're going to be a cruiser, and you can see you're a frigate, you're a cruiser. So maybe the cruiser would have a little bit better loot, but it still would be pretty terrible. So then, they do take a lot longer. Level 1 missions, you could just burn through them. Oh, so this vehicle that has such a long lock-on range, you could lock onto them from 60 kilometers away. Then later you could even increase your max flight even more, because I think it was 19 kilometers last night. And then we might have trained some skills, and then it brought it up to 24 kilometers. So maybe we'll just come when we come in range of these guys, because it might take a while to fly in range of them. If you could see our movement speed, we move like a turtle. Oh, and then most of these modules are passive, right? The small shield extender just increases your shield. You don't have to activate it. So we start shooting the enemy. These guys are within range. We start shooting some missiles. We can start regenerating the shield. We can put the invulnerability shield on. Maybe even take off the afterburner because we're close enough to the enemies. So Sarah might be a little bit harder to destroy because she's not a frigate. She's actually a cruiser. She's gonna have more hit points. There's just 3 more enemies to destroy. So we launch all of the rockets at you. They have unallocated skill points. Yes, they do give you skill points. So we open the cargo here. As you can see, this thing, it does have a bigger shield. If you were out here in your cruiser, your ship would have been destroyed by this point. Don't even have any lower movement speed or anything. It's just our ship literally just moves so slow. So there's another 1K, so you just wasted your time looting that enemy. So we're gonna destroy the rogue mercenary. Maybe this wreck will have something. Sometimes they do. If you're within range, maybe loot it, but I wouldn't fly a huge distance to loot everything. Not until you get to level 3 missions. So this guy does have a whole lot of health, right? It's just Sarah Rex, so she's the main villain. Maybe she would have something in her wreck. She's the main one you're supposed to kill. So then the enemy should have just about been destroyed. So you're going to be able to get a better ship to run level 2 missions later, right? This ship, it is capable of running level 2 missions, although there probably is a better ship. So we could reload all of our ammunition. There is no enemies here. 16,000, so we still didn't get anything. What did Sarah's wreck give us? So we could put a tractor beam in one of these spots. Oh, I don't think it really seems like it. So then we've gotten in range. Need to be within like 2,500 to loot them. So we got nothing again. We could set the destination to return home. So you can see level 2 missions. They're not difficult at all. They just do take a while compared to level 1 missions. And maybe pretty soon we'll be on level 3 missions. It's only just training the battle cruiser, and then you have to figure out how to get 50 million ISK in your wallet to be able to afford to buy and fit the ship. So I think we can do level 3 combat missions. We already got all these standings with them. We already did all the missions with Caldari Navy. We already have 4.31. We can already almost run level 4 missions with them. Maybe we'll just come back at the station. So there we go. Now we're coming upon the system. You can see all the stations. They're usually right beside a planet most of the time. So we'll just come here. We'll say this has been the combat level 2 missions. This ship, it only costs 10 million, and it will allow you to do them. Your first ship that you get, it costs 1 million. You can run level 1 missions easily. And then level 3 will be able to run level 3 missions eventually. You just can't run them right now. Your ship will be destroyed. So we could go, say we completed your mission. We could view the mission. We could complete the mission. And then if we wanted to do more missions, we could request another mission from you and hope that it's not against the Galante. So eliminate the pilot leader. So we set the destination 1 jump away. We could accept this mission and then just go do another combat mission. So combat missions are another thing you could do. You could undock and then fly towards that mission, do that mission, fly back to the station, and then go search the career agents to find all the other level 2 Caldari Navy career agents until eventually you'd be looking at the Caldari Navy and be like, we're doing level 2 security missions. You just jump through the Stargate. Then you become, well, like probably in 1 or 2 days we'll be able to run level 3 missions. So the reward is going to be much greater. The mission is going to take a lot longer to do. Your new ship is going to move even slower. I don't think it moves much slower than the Carousel. I think you could... Some of them just move so slow. Although, there we go. Level 2 combat missions. Easily doable.